You know that feeling, right? The setup is absolutely perfect. The backtest is pristine. Your AI flashes a high probability signal right there on your screen, and your finger just hovers. It hovers over the mouse. You can feel it, can't you? That physical friction between knowing what to do and actually doing it. We're going to dive deep into that because that hesitation, it's not a character flaw. It's a biological feature. And yeah, it's costing you. The entire battle, everything, is won or lost right here in just half a second. And this isn't a technical lag we're talking about. No, this is a human lag. It's the time it takes for your ancient 200,000-year-old brain to have a full-blown argument with the perfect logic sitting right there on your screen. And this says it all. In markets that operate in microseconds, 500 milliseconds is an eternity. It is the exact space where doubt just completely eats away your profit. It's where your perfectly tuned system gets sabotaged by you, the very person it was built to help. So let's be really clear. This isn't a trading problem. This is a biological problem. You aren't fighting the market's randomness. What you're really fighting is something I call the algorithmic mirror. It's the perfect, cold reflection of your own cognitive limits, staring you right in the face. This conflict, it actually has a name. It's called agency loss. See, to our ancient brain, consciously giving up control to something that isn't human feels like a threat. It's a deep, primal trigger that basically screams danger. It feels like you're letting go of the spear just as the lion is about to charge. Now, if we really want to understand this friction, we need to look under the hood. We've got to look at the two parts of your brain that are literally at war with each other every single time a signal pops up. This right here is your biological bottleneck. Okay, so check this out. It's a fundamental conflict. On one side, you've got your prefrontal cortex. Think of it as the hunter. It's logical, it's analytical, it demands a story. It needs reasons before it will act. But on the other side, you've got the amygdala, the threat detector, and it is purely primal. It doesn't see code or probability. It sees an unpredictable predator. It has no way to understand the algorithm's logic, so it just defaults to its one and only job: keep you alive. And it does that by screaming threat and freezing you in your tracks. So when you jump in and manually close a trade early, or you override a signal because of a gut feeling, you're not optimizing, not really. What's happening is your biology is trying to reclaim its status as the alpha in the room. You're trying to wrestle control back from a machine that your deep brain sees as a rival. And this brings us to the absolute core of it all. Why do we instinctively trust our own gut feeling, a feeling based on what, 3 or 4 variables maybe, over a system that is processing hundreds? The answer? It's our fear of the black box. We are terrified of what we can't understand in a simple linear way. Let's talk about something called dimensionality awareness. Look, your brain is incredible, but let's be honest, it can consciously track maybe 3, maybe 5 variables at the same time. The AI, it's tracking over 500. This isn't just a small step up, it is a literal superpower. A superpower that right now you are rejecting, simply because you can't process its logic step by step like a simple recipe. The reason you don't trust the machine isn't because the machine is flawed, it's because the machine is showing you with perfect clarity exactly how limited your own human processing really is. It buys at a level that to you looks like a total mistake. But it's not seeing a mistake. It's seeing liquidity, it's seeing order flow, it's seeing hundreds of data points that are invisible to you. It's that algorithmic mirror, and it's just reflecting your own blind spots right back at you. And this is our mantra. This is the pivot point. The solution isn't to fight your instincts, it isn't to just try harder or have more willpower. The solution is to reframe the entire problem. This is an engineering task, not a personal failure. We need to build a bridge between your biology and the bot's logic. So how do we actually do that? How do we build that bridge? We do it with something called the cooperation protocol. It's a simple 3-step framework designed specifically to engineer trust and finally close that 500 millisecond gap. All right, let's break this protocol down. Step 1 is what I call the sandboxed sandbox. For 300 trades, you do nothing. You just watch the bot work in a paper account. You're not training the bot here. You're training your own brain's pattern recognition system to see the bot's behavior as safe and normal. Step 2, variable transparency. We use explainable AI to show you the top 3 variables that drove every single decision. This feeds your prefrontal cortex, the hunter, the reasons it craves. And when it's satisfied, it calms down the amygdala. And finally, step 3, the 5-minute lock.
The second a trade is executed, a hardware-level lockout engages. You can review the trade, you can see what happened, but you cannot interfere. You can audit, but you can't sabotage yourself. What this is all about is creating a totally new kind of partnership. The goal isn't to get rid of the human. The goal is to upgrade the human's ability to collaborate with the machine. It's about getting to a symbiotic edge by updating your wetware, your own mind.
And this is the ultimate takeaway here. This whole conflict we feel, it's just a temporary phase. The future, the real wealth, belongs to those who stop fighting the reflection in the algorithmic mirror and instead learn how to truly optimize the relationship between our incredible biological intuition and the machine's computational power.
So I want you to think of it like a software update, but not for your computer. It's for your wetware. It's for you. You spend so much time meticulously optimizing your algorithms, your platforms, your execution. But the real question is, are you applying that same level of rigor to your own internal operating system? So I'll leave you with this one question. The next time you feel your finger hovering over that button, don't ask if the signal is right. Ask yourself, is my biology aligned with my bot? Because in the world we're heading into, that alignment won't just be an edge, it's going to be the only edge that truly matters.